Every painting starts off, with like tons of mistakes and tons of issues. And the best thing for me is not worrying about the mistakes, and just like, if you're finding an area that's a problem, you just move to another area, and like, don't dwell on the issues that you're struggling with, because if you move to a fresh area, you'll come back to the area that was a struggle, and it will suddenly work out. The best paintings a lot of times are when you're not conscious of what you're doing. Maybe you're delving into an unconscious. Time both speeds up and slows down when you're out painting, so you can do a 3-hour session and you feel like it's been 10 minutes. I go out on location and I usually have an idea in mind what I'm going to do. The weather and the changing light is something that you have to adjust to. So I never know what I'm going to end up with, really. Like, you go out with an idea in mind, but you end up with something completely different from your original plan. I'll go out, I'll look at the color of the light on a given day, and then I'll take that and I'll lay a color across the whole canvas or across part of the canvas. So say if I want to have like a warm sky, I'll go with like a red or a yellow in the sky, and that will inform the whole process, because that underpainting that you put on ends up coming through as a ghost image and informing the whole painting, basically. Work in plein air, you got a lot of things that are factors. Obviously the light, everything from bugs to wind. I've learned the hard way to set up with your back to the wind rather than into the wind. If the canvas blows up on you, it can end up in your face. So you learn the hard way, but good things to think about working outside. In terms of the process, I generally work in bold shapes. I work general to specific is the rule. There's so many details out there. The key is to learn to see the big things first, and then later on, as you're doing finish work, you're getting into the smaller aspects, like the details of the grasses or the light on the top of the grasses. And the nice thing about oils, they're very forgiving, in that if some of the mistakes you make actually help make the painting more interesting. I paint very directly, and I'll let the drips come down, let the paint flow, and sometimes you end up with interesting effects from the paint and colors mixing that you don't expect. If you paint thinly, you can keep on changing things as you go. That's the beauty of it. One of the concepts that I work with, is painting negative space. So not painting necessarily the object, but painting the space around the object. So let's say you've got a horizon line. Sometimes it's better to paint the horizon down to the grasses, and then you make the shape of the grasses through the brushwork you're doing in the sky. I started out on Nantucket back in late 80s, joined the Artists Association out here. Nantucket was a hugely supportive community, and the Artists Association was a great venue to show work. And so I really got painting out here. I never looked back. It's been something I've been doing now for 30 plus years.